All right, let's talk about something I bet a lot of you have experienced. You know, you find yourself glancing at the clock at the exact same time day after day. Or you keep seeing the same numbers on license plates, receipts, you name it. Well, you're definitely not alone. It's a huge phenomenon, and in this explainer, we're going to break down what our source material says is really going on. So you look at your phone, bam, 11:11. You grab a coffee, the total is 3:33. You're stuck in traffic, and the car in front of you, it has 444 right on the license plate. It's like these numbers, these so-called angel numbers, are suddenly popping up absolutely everywhere. And here's the really strange part, right? It's not just a once-in-a-while thing. A key part of this whole experience is the feeling that it just started out of nowhere, and now it's happening with this crazy frequency. It goes from being a funny coincidence to a pattern that you just can't ignore anymore. Which, of course, brings us to the big question, the one that probably brought you here in the first place. What is the universe trying to tell me? Is it some kind of magical sign? A warning? A promise of good things to come? Well, the answer we're about to dig into is maybe a little more personal and a lot more powerful than you might think. Okay, let's get right to the heart of it. The source material we're looking at makes a pretty bold claim. It argues that the reason you're seeing all these numbers isn't because some outside force is beaming messages down to you. Nope. It suggests the source of these signs is actually much, much closer to home. And this is where it gets really interesting. This slide kind of flips the whole script. The common view, right, is that these are external, almost magical signs appearing to you. But this perspective says they're appearing because of you. They're not the cause, they're the effect. They are a reflection of a deep, profound shift that's happening inside you. So the magic isn't out there somewhere, it's in you. Okay, so if the change is internal, what exactly is going on and why now? What flipped the switch? Well, our source breaks it down into 3 really specific inner triggers that basically activate your awareness and allow you to see these patterns in the first place. So the crucial point here is this isn't random, it's a combination of things. First off, your awareness is just heightened. This usually happens when you're going through a period of growth. Your mind quiets down and you start noticing all these little patterns that honestly were probably there all along. Second, you're likely in a period of transition. You know, maybe a big career change, the end of a relationship, a move to a new city. In these moments, you're just more open, more sensitive to these gentle nudges from your own intuition. And third, your mind is actively seeking meaning. When things feel uncertain or emotionally intense, your subconscious latches onto symbols to feel stable. And simple, clear numbers are the perfect little anchors. So if these numbers are basically just reflections of what's going on inside us, how are we supposed to use them? This is where we get practical, moving from the why it happens to the what to do about it. The source gives us a really clear way to turn these moments into actual tools for personal growth. And this is probably the most important distinction to make. Seeing 444 on a license plate is not a command from the heavens to quit your job or call your ex. The source is super clear on this. Signs are not a to-do list. They are not telling you what to do. Instead, they're a reflection. Think of it like a mirror. The number is just a little alarm bell from your subconscious, a tap on the shoulder telling you to do one simple thing. Pause, just for a second, and observe what you were thinking or how you were feeling in that exact moment. See, the message isn't in the number itself. It's in whatever was going on inside of you when you noticed. Now, as helpful as this can be, there's a potential trap here. And the source gives a really important warning about the line between using these signs in a healthy way and using them in an unhealthy one. And this is the key difference right here. When you're in alignment, seeing a number brings a feeling of calm, a little aha moment of clarity. It feels good. It feels empowering. But when you slip over into attachment, it does the exact opposite. You start feeling anxious if you don't see a sign. You become dependent on them to make decisions. That's the red flag. A true sign from your inner self should make you feel more powerful, not less. So, this brings us to the final, and honestly, the most powerful takeaway from all of this. If we follow this train of thought, it means we've kind of been looking for answers in the wrong place. It's time to shift our focus. Just let that sink in for a minute. All that time spent frantically Googling, what does 222 mean? What if the answer was never out there to begin with? According to this perspective, the numbers are just the trigger. They're the knock on the door. They aren't the message itself. And here it is. This is the real work, the real magic. It all lies in the answer to this one question. The next time you see 1111 or 333 or whatever your number is, instead of looking outward, just pause, take a breath, and ask yourself this: what is shifting inside me right now? Because the answer to that is the only meaning that truly matters.